Hi there, my name is Avery, I like books, and this is my May Bookopoly. So, to start off, we'll talk about last month's. So I did do better than I usually do, but I didn't get everything done. So basically, this was a stack plus a book in German as my punishment book, which currently I can say, oh, I have it next to me, which I chose to read Keine Ahnung ob das richtig ist by Julia Engelmann. And this is a poetry collection, but it's like thick poetry, I guess, you know, like there's like stuff, so I'm counting that, and I'm almost done with that, so I'm gonna count that as being done. Then my mom picked the final revival of Opal and Neve, which you can't really see, and I'm partway through this, so I'm counting this as done. Then I had Book of the Month book, but as you can see, I had at least 2 other ones in here. So originally I said Arsenic and Adobo, but then I was looking through Book of the Month, and I saw that The Opposite of Always was a Book of the Month book. So I was gonna read this, but then I ended up not reading this. So that, you know, wasn't great. And then for a queer book, I picked The Black Flamingo by Dean Atta, which I did read, and yeah, I'm not gonna say my opinions. And then YA fantasy, I said We Hunt the Flame, but I didn't get to this, so I'm just gonna. And then finally, dystopian, I picked Severance by Ling Ma, which I did get to. So that is almost all the books read, and I don't have time for a punishment this month because I'm doing a lot, and by doing a lot, I mean I'm gonna be in the car for most of the month, so I'm not gonna subject myself to anything. So let's just get into roll number 1. We left off on Book of the Month, so roll number 1 is 4, and that's the wrong way. 1, 2, 3, 4. Young Adult Contemporary. Okay, so the very first roll that I did, I got a double, which is the first time that this has happened to me. And I also got Young Adult Contemporary. So, again, I mentioned that I'm, like, gonna be, like, in the car a lot. So I need, like, short books and books I can get through easily, and potentially books that are older, that I can find audiobooks of at the library. So Hold Still by Nina LaCour. I don't know what this is about. I haven't read anything by Nina LaCour except for We Are Okay, which I loved. That's like one of my favorite books ever. So I'm picking this one because it's not long, like at all. Roll number 2 is 3. 1, 2, 3. 5-star prediction. I forgot a whole roll, but basically 5-star prediction. I rolled, and I picked A Song Below Water by, I don't know the author, but I forgot it because I have the ebook. Roll number 3 is 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Dystopian. For the next roll, I got dystopian, which I'm kind of running out of my dystopian books at this point. Like, I don't have that many. I was like looking through all the ones that I have, and my options aren't great. So Fahrenheit 451 by Ray Bradbury is what I've chosen. This is a classic about, you know, the society that like burns books, I guess, and there's like firefighters, but they burn book, like they make the fires instead of putting them out, really. And it follows a firefighter guy, and he's like changing his opinion and all that stuff because dystopian. Blah. Roll number 4 is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Mystery. Well, the next one that I have rolled mystery, and I don't really have that many options for mystery either. So I have 2 options. I have Arsenic and Adobo and The Night Swim. I'll pop them up. I didn't grab them before doing this, but like I don't think I have any other ones, and I don't want to really have a hardcover book, so I might change this. I don't know, because I don't know what other mystery books that I have that aren't like classics, and I don't want really that many classics. Like I already have 1, and I think that that's good enough. Roll number 5. 2 3s, that's a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Young adult fantasy. The next roll that I got was young adult fantasy, and for this I'm choosing Magic Study by Maria V. Schneider. This is the second book in the, I don't know what the series is called. The first book is Poison Study. I don't know what the series is called, but the first book was okay. The second book is probably also going to be okay. So this, the first book follows a girl who is in prison, and she's like sentenced to death, and she's supposed to she can choose between either being like killed, like murdered, or being like the poison tester for the king, I believe, maybe the prince. I think the king, I'm assuming. I don't really remember. I read this in like September. So yeah, it just kind of follows that. And this one was actually another double, so that's fun for me again. 2 doubles on, you know, the month that I needed the littlest amount of books. Roll number 6, double number 1 is 11. Turn the board. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Avery pick. Next, I got Avery pick. So basically, that just means that I get to pick whatever I want during the month and say that it counts. So I don't have a book right now for you, but I do, you know, have a book eventually. Roll number 7. 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Young adult contemporary again. Finally, I rolled another young adult contemporary, and I have been rereading this book, Radio Silence by Alice Oseman. It's one of my favorite books ever. However, I like it so much, and like the situations in the book make me so like. Have you ever read a book that you like so much that you like can't read in like one sitting? Like you're like reading it and you're like, oh, I need to put it down. Like that's one of those books. So like I've been reading this for like 2 months technically. So I'm like here, but I would like to finish this reread this month. But I would also kind of like to read I Wish You All the Best by Mason Deaver, which I'll pop up. So that's another option, and it's also thin. So one of these two is my, you know, preferred. So we will see what actually happens. But if you don't know what this book is about, it's about a girl named Frances who's like the head girl and stuff, and she's like super good at school, and but she also has a secret hobby of doing fan art for this podcast on YouTube that she watches, and she ends up getting asked to do the art, and then she meets the creator, and there's all this stuff, and it's just so good. I don't know how to pitch this book because so much happens, but it's so good. It's one of my favorite books ever, so you should read it. Okay. So the stack that I have right now to show you looks very small because I don't have all of the books with me. So I do have 7 books to read, but here are the 4 that I have to show off to you that I have chosen. So yeah, this is what I'm planning to read this month, and I'll see you next time. Oh, also, hello to, I have like almost 20 people on here watching me. Hi. Like 5 people subscribed after the last one, so welcome. I promise I'll be putting out more videos than just the Bookopoly videos, but they are the most fun to make, and the not easiest to make, but most, yeah, I don't know. So I have Goodreads and some other social media stuff down there if you want to know what I'm reading. Goodreads is the best place, even though Goodreads is the ugliest thing on the planet. So yeah, that's it. I'm just rambling. Bye.